Hello, Form 4 Biology, Chapter 14, and this is a video number 11 with study exercise. So after we finish everything about the skeletal system and musculoskeletal system of the humans, we finish the exercise first before we go further. Okay, so turn to your past here, 2011, question number 4. Okay, 开始。哎，不是这一题。2011 question number 4 start 开始啊 Diagram 4 show the human muscle and the bone involved in the bending of the legs 你在弯你的脚的时候有 muscle okay so for this muscle quadriceps femoris or you just call quadriceps muscle 这边叫 bicep femoris okay quadriceps femoris 前面的后面的叫 bicep femoris. Okay, what they want? Name the X. X join the muscle together with the bones, and the X it must be the tendon, kin tendon. Okay, number 2, dear. Or state one function of the X. What is the function of the tendons? The main function of the tendon actually is to what? To connect, to join the muscle together with the bones. 就要把 muscle 粘在骨头上面 so connect the muscle to the bones. Settle. Describe briefly how the characteristic of the X is adapted. For its function as stated in the 4A2. So any characteristic of the X for it to carry up the functions 给它进行它的功能 Okay, X number 1 it must be very strong 对不对 Besides very strong 还有什么呢 It is inelastic 完全没有弹性是不是 So strong, durable 不是 strong 还有什么呢 Inelastic 没有弹性 So any characteristic of the X 它到底有什么特征呢 X is very strong, inelastic and non-stressable 拉不得 OK 难怪想不到其他的字了那两个字都在这边了 When the muscle contract, the pull is transferred to the bones with the tendons Okay, so describe briefly how 它怎样它的特征怎样帮助它做工 So the characteristic will be strong inelastic or non-stressable 拉不得了为什么呢形容一下怎样帮助呢 Muscle contract, when the muscle contract, the pulling force is transferred to the bone with the tendon. So 它没有弹性，它的力量才不会不见掉。State one function of the ligament in the diagram number 4. Ligament actually is to connect between the bone and the bone, 把骨头跟骨头粘在一起。So connect the bone to the bones. 再来 Ligament of the gymnast are more flexible compared to ordinary people. Okay? So 做体操运动的人他的 ligament compared to normal people 就是我们呢 more flexible 它比较 flexible explain the statements do 吗 So why the gymnasts they're having the more flexible ligament okay they can bend their leg they can bend their hand they can bend their body become a ball or whatever 为什么比我们它的比较 flexible 呢 explain the statements 解释一下 OK because of prolonged exercise 因为常常 exercise or practice 练习对不对 OK and the ligament will be more elastic 它的 ligament 呢每天被拉 so they become longer 不可以这样讲了 OK they'll be more elastic 它比较有弹性呢 so 它弹性比较好它可以拉得比较长Okay, so something like this. 因为有 exercise 的关系，它的弹性比较好，对吗 Okay, so my point is here. The ligament can be more elastic and stronger. 比我们强，比我们有弹性。Why? Because of the prolonged physical practice. 因为它一直练习的关系，所以呢，它比较有弹性，比较强。Yes, good. Some marathon runner experience the muscle cramp at the end of the race. Okay, 他们抽筋 at the end of the race. So what is mean by muscle cramp? 什么叫肌肉抽筋呢 Okay, so actually I'm not having this experience for muscle cramps because I never run very fast and never try my best in the running process. 每次跑马拉松我都没有用尽全力的，我很保护自己的，脚一痛。胸部一喘呢，我就停了的 ，OK， 没有乱来的。So what's mean by muscle cramps？ 什么叫肌肉抽筋呢 ？It's a sudden condition， 一种突然间发生的情况。That muscle contracts，OK， muscle 它自己收缩 ，and it can cause pain， 它会造成你很痛啊。 So muscle cramp is a sudden contraction of the muscle, which lead to sudden and intense pains， 造成你突然间会很痛。muscle 突然间收缩，然后突然间变得很痛，这种就叫抽筋。State one cause of the muscle cramps among the addicts。为什么运动员呢？他的肌肉会抽筋呢 ？So what is mean by muscle cramp？ 什么叫肌肉抽筋？第一，他要跑要输的时候啊，他可能就会抽筋了。跑第一名那个很少抽筋的。OK， 乱乱讲啊，对不起，开玩笑。So muscle cramps, so certain part of the muscle contract suddenly， 它自己突然间收缩。So the addict will be feel very pain， 他会觉得很痛很痛。But any reasons， 为什么呢？他会突然间抽筋呢？好奇怪，对不对 ？So one cause， 一个原因。OK，when you're having the anaerobic respiration， 当你的 muscle 进行 anaerobic respiration。OK，what happened? They're going to produce lactic acid， 它就会产生 lactic acid， and the lactic acid maybe cause muscle cramps, or this is the first reason， 第一个原因 excessive lactic acid from the anaerobic respirations， OK， 无氧呼吸、缺氧的呼吸造成很多的 lactic acid， and lactic acid 会造成你的肌肉抽筋。Besides this， 还有什么原因呢 ？OK，this one I tell you， 这个我告诉你了。It's caused by the muscle fatigue due to the abnormalities in the mechanism that control the muscle contractions. So 肌肉疲惫，太累了。Okay, due to the abnormalities in the mechanism that control the muscle contractions. 那个控制肌肉收缩的机制啊，出现不正常的现象。But how? Okay, we don't having the detail， 我们没有这个 detail。所以这两个答案你随便任选一个了。Number one is a good answer also， 很多书都给第一个答案。suggest 3 ways in which a person can maintain a healthy musculoskeletal systems. So any method 有什么方法呢？可以保持健康的 musculoskeletal systems。OK， so 这样给你的骨骼，这样给你整个身体的 posture muscle 强壮健康，不会痛，不会做什么呢 ？OK，having a good nutrition, balanced diets, good nutritions， 对不对 ？Exercise regularly 给你的 muscle 强，每天都要运动。OK， 还有呢？还有好多了，讲不完的了。OK，so taking a balanced diet， 平衡的饮食 ，practice a good postures， 那坐直直，就是这样，坐直直。OK，good posture 不会痛的。OK，so practice moderate physical activity， 每天都要运动，不过不要太激烈了 ，moderate 中等。OK， 不要太激烈，也不要太慢了，不要在那边好像安迪这样子慢慢走。没有，安迪快过你啊。OK， set 的第一题收工。Next question， 下一题再来。OK，we go trial， 我们去看看 trial。OK，what's the question？ 什么问题呢？9号 08B2Q7AB 啦，9号08。OK，B2Q7 A 和 B。OK， 你要买这个东西，一看到就知道我们会了的了。OK， Diagram 7 so forearms of the humans。OK， 你的前面的手了。OK，what they want， 它有什么东西呢 ？Compare and contrast the joint S and the joint D in the diagram 7.1。在7.1的 diagram 那边 ，compare and contrast the joint S and the joint D。Joint S actually we call hinge joints。Joint D 就叫 ball and socket joint，ball and socket joints. So compare and contrast means similarity and differences. 比较一下就是要讲共同点，也可以讲差别。So any similarities between two type joint. So both of them they are freely movable joints. 它们都是自由活动的 joint. 它们有什么共同点呢 ？OK， so S 和 D 到底有什么共同点？Both of the joints can move freely， 它们都能自由活动。And the joint actually is covered by capsules， 有一个 capsule 包围着，对不对 ？Under the capsule, it having a layer called synovial membrane that contains the circulate the synovial fluids that lubricants act as a lubricant， 就是一种润滑剂，对不对 ？And the joint，OK， 还有什么共同点呢？Okay, the bone inside the joint actually they are covered by a layer of cartilage， 有一层的软骨。Okay， so 很多共同点。Filled with the synovial fluid， 里面有一种滑滑的液体叫 synovial fluid。Covered with the synovial membranes, covered with the capsule, and under the capsule it contains a synovial membrane. 对不对 ？Cover with cartilage 这边有软骨在包着。而 strengthened by ligaments 有很多的结带呢粘着 ，OK 增强着。So these are the similarities. And any difference 有什么差别呢 ？The first difference 第一个差别就是名字了 ，ball and socket joint 这个叫 hinge joints， 对不对？而 beside this 它们还有什么差别呢 ？For the joint D it can move in all the directions freely， 它可以自由活动，转圆圈都可以。So move in all the direction. Compared to the joint S, it just can move in one plane， 它只有一个方向罢了，就叫 one plane。OK， 还有什么呢 ？Joint D actually is a what? It's a connection between the proximal. Proximal 就是前面呢 ，the proximal part of the humerus 就是 humerus 的前面 ，join together with the scapula 跟这个夹肩骨啊。肩胛骨呢结合的地方 ，OK， 所以这个叫 proximal end of the humerus 啊，这一个是骨头叫 humerus 的前面。But joint S actually is a connection between the what radius and ulna together with the what together with the distal ends. Distal end 就是后面 distal 尾端后面 humerus 的后面凹背跟 ulna radius 接起来的地方 ，OK。So all the answer is here， 答案全部都出场了。But now I make it become sentence， 我把它变成句子了。OK。So any similarities? Both joint S and D has a cavity filled with the what？ 有一个空间 filled with the synovial fluids。Or they are lined with the synovial membrane， 有一层的 synovial membrane 放出一种液体叫 synovial fluids。OK，What's the function？Which act as a lubricants to reduce the friction between the bonds 啊，它们都是润滑剂来的。OK， 而 circulate the synovial fluids into the synovial cavity 啦，它会分泌出 synovial fluids into the synovial cavity。Next， 还有什么共同点 ？The end surface of the humerus bone of the joint S and D they are what? They are covered with the cartilage 有软骨 ，and they are strengthened with the ligament 都有 ligament 增强或者是软骨。Okay, to absorb the shock 吸收震动 to reinforce the articulation of the bone 增强它们的连接处 Okay, whatever. Next, differences 差别 Okay, joint S is a hinge joint, D is a ball socket. Joint S allow the movement of the bone in one plane 一个方向 but joint D allow the rotational movement of the bone in all directions. Okay, and the last one to talk about the connection 它们的连接处 So set the question 搞定了这一题 Next part B Okay 这是 A B Describe the strengthening and the bending of the forearms brought about by the antagonistic action of the muscle labeled M and the ends Okay muscle M 还有这个 N Okay M 是谁呢 bicep muscle N 呢就是 tricep muscle. So bicep, tricep, how they make your hand become bent or how they straighten the forearms. 它怎样给你的 forearm 弯，怎样给它直呢 ？M and the ends. OK, simple 了。我们曾经抄过这个故事，对不对 ？OK， 来 M actually is the bicep, N will be triceps. When the M bicep muscle contract, 它收缩。The tendon transmit the pulling force produced by the contraction to the radius. Tendon 就把它的拉力呢传给 radius. OK， 拉过来。So at the same time, the tricep relax 放松 ，resulting in the bending of the elbow joints. 它就后面就放松，就造成它弯曲了。And when the tricep contracts, OK, the tendons 当 tricep contract 的时候。The tendon transmit the pulling force to the ulna 传给那个 ulna. So at the same time, the bicep relax. Okay, so the forearm is straightened or extended. Okay, not difficult. 一点都不难 Any problem? 没有 Okay, so now we proceed to the next question. 下一题 2011 B2Q6A 2011 B2Q6A 这个OK我们的脊椎骨 Diagram 6.1 so the human vertebral columns P and the Q are two types of vertebrae in the human vertebral columns 你整条脊椎骨它里面的一片片 P and Q Okay, so I explain the adaptation of the P and the Q to function efficiently OK，B 和 Q 要好好的做工，它们有什么特征呢 ？Between the B and the Q，OK， simple 啦。上次我们有看过这个故事，前面回答过它的past，so don't worry。So the B, what is this？ 一看到就知道，它叫 thoracic vertebra， 也就是胸椎，对不对？ Or any special of the thoracic vertebra， 它有什么特别呢？ It possesses a long spinous process, a transverse process， 它的 spinous process、transverse process 呢比人家长。Why？ The centrum is medium in size 啦，中等啊。为什么它这边会比较长呢？ To provide the surface for the articulation with the muscle, with the other bone, with the rib bones， 提供表面给它跟那个肋骨呢结合起来，是不是？所以这边就是它的特征。Thoracic vertebra 有什么特征呢 ？Long spinous process directed downwards， 它有很长的 spinous process，transverse process 也其实不是很短的。OK，or why to provide a surface for the articulation with the muscle and other bone。Q 是谁来的呢 ？Q will be lumbar vertebra 就是腰椎 lumbar vertebra。And it's anything special？ Okay，the processes 它的 process 呢 spinous process、transverse process actually short 比较短 ，by having a very big centrum， 它的 centrum 比较大。Why？ To bear the weight of the whole body 啦 ，the body 它要打鼾我们身体的那个重量 ，so that's why the centrum is big, and this is also the biggest vertebra in our body 啦。身体里面最强最大的脊椎骨就是这种了 ，lumbar vertebra。OK，big centrum, strongest, short process 很短罢了。OK，how about another one？ 最后一个虽然它没有问，我们也自己给补一下，这个叫 cervical vertebra。也就是我们的颈椎有什么特别呢 ？When we talk about cervical vertebrae, how about the spinous process and transverse process? Short 很短 ，centrums 也很小，或者是没有了。OK，but the most special for the cervical vertebra， 它这边有2个洞，对不对 ？For the blood vessel, for the nerve to pass through. So what is the name of the hole？ 有2个洞，它就叫 transverse foramens. So small centrum， 因为它没有支撑重量，一点点。It contains a vertebral columns, or for these vertebral columns, normally we call it as transverse foramens. Transverse foramens, OK， 它有2个洞在那边就叫 transverse foramens， 如果2个洞一起称呼就叫 transverse foramina。OK， so this is cervical vertebra. Anything difficult? I don't think so. And how about this?Secums and coccyx， 我们没有问你的，你放心。OK，so 来6分啊。B is thoracic vertebra, have the long spinous process directed downward， 向着下面，然后跟你的肋骨接起来。For the muscle ligament attachments, articulate with the ribs to make up the side of the thoracic cavity， 变成你的整个胸部了。Q is a what? Q 是谁来的呢 ？Lumbar vertebra， 腰椎。OK，the largest, strongest vertebrae, and the processes are short and thick， 比较短 ，have the large centrums which bear the weight of the lower back， 它要支撑你的身体的重量。OK，to provide the support 啦 ，settle。Next A2 啊。OK，explain why human need the endoskeleton for the efficient daily activity。为什么我们需要我们的 endoskeleton 呢 ？Or any importance or any necessity of the endoskeletons for the humans？ OK，all answer actually on the page number 1， 它在你的封面的第1面，对不对 ？So we need our endoskeleton for the muscle to attach, to enable movement, to provide the shape of the human body， 对不对？提供你一个形状。And 还有什么呢 ？To protect the internal organ。OK，so before I continue, everything settled， 全部收工，对不对 ？So answer provided 已经给了你了。在这边 same as your notes， 跟你的 notes 一模一样。And now I go another questions。Johor 2015 B2Q7 B 什么来的呢 ？Johor 15 B2Q7 7B。OK，before I continue, A actually cancel A 这一题我们不在 syllabus 里面， 以前有的，现在 cancel 了 muscle structure muscle 的结构 muscle 什么东西做的 but no more 没了哈。this one diagram 7.1.2 okay they are vertebra from the vertebral columns okay from the diagram 从图片请证一下它是谁呢 very big centrum 特别大的 centrums and this 1 2 3有一点长又好像不是很长中等对不对But because of the big centrum 我认为它是 lumbar vertebra 这边有两个洞这个洞就叫 vertebrate columns 也叫 transverse foramen OK 以后就直接叫 transverse foramen you know why 新的书叫 transverse foramen 我们就跟了这个叫 cervical vertebra OK 6 mark So name both of the vertebra 2分拿去 draw and label the drawing of the vertebra in the diagram 7.1 然后他叫你重新画过一次然后 label spinous process transverse process neural canal centrums 对不对这边叫 neural arch OK 你也 label 很多次了对不对 and name state 2 differences between these 2 vertebra 然后讲出这两种脊椎骨的差别 OK not difficult at all 一点都不难 7.1 lumbar vertebra 7.2 cervical vertebra 然后画出来有什么差别 OK the cervical vertebra has a small centrums while the lumbar vertebra has a large centrums cervical vertebra has a transverse foramen through which the blood vessel nerve pass through 有血管神经线经过 but the lumbar vertebra does not having the transverse foramens OK就是这样子考的 any problem 有什么大问题吗没哈 OK so settle everything see you in the new title about the animal bye bye